Hello, class. Welcome to the second week of the Intro to Mass Communications class. I hope you've had time to go through our website, review syllabus, do your introduction, and responded to another student's introduction. And also, I hope you've had a chance to read the first chapter of the book and responded to some of the assignments that we posted for you to complete. And as always, I welcome your comments or questions. I do try to respond as quickly as possible. If you don't hear from me, chances are I'm on my way somewhere and have not gotten to my phone or to a computer. And I do try to respond as quickly as possible. Today we're going to review chapter 2, Convergence and the Reshaping of Mass Communication. Hopefully you have already subscribed to Connect and you're able to follow the readings. One of the reasons why I chose this textbook is that Baran makes things very, very simple and uncomplicated. But in a nutshell, the media landscape has changed significantly over the last 2 decades. And as we speak, it's changing rapidly. So convergence is a word that you need to learn and master because it's a term that you're going to use over and over again in your discussion of the media, in your discussion of media ownership, as well as the discussion of how the media has changed and how we can't say to ourselves, I am a print person or a video person or even just an online person. It's all converged to the point that we can no longer separate the different mediums. And so, how has convergence affected the reshaping of mass communication? Okay, here is some examples. Movie attendance is declining. It's declining simply because we're all choosing to watch it at home, watch it on our smartphones, etc. Album sales has decreased because we're downloading our music from online sites. Major TV networks only possess 30% of viewing audience because we're no longer watching the TV networks. We're watching the cable stations, we're watching HBO, we're watching Netflix, we're watching a whole bunch of things instead of the networks. DVD sales and rentals are dropping. And again, use yourself as an example. When was the last time you went to see a movie in a movie house? When was the last time you tuned into NBC News or CBS? When was the last time you bought a CD? Okay, you are the typical consumer. And if all these changes are taking place in your life, imagine that it's taking place in everyone else's life. So moving on. Rules of media consumption have changed also. Okay, imagine even the youngest of children are spending so much time each day consuming media content. If you have a sibling or a child or a cousin that is 8 to 10, 8 to 12, you're going to notice that most of these children also carry their own cell phones, are now consuming media independent of their parents or adults in their lives. Okay, take time to go through the chapter. It really offers you a lot of options. There are a few things that I want you to remember to do this week. Visit the conversation which is taking place in our discussion. Please enter your own responses. Go back and respond to some of your classmates, at least 2. Try to complete the quizzes within the time that is allowed. Please email me questions. No question is stupid, okay? I am learning alongside you. I'm not a big technology person, so it helps me to see what the questions are so that I could ask our tech people here on campus. I could also ask the McGraw-Hill people if you're having problems with Connect. Don't forget that Connect also has a helpline that you can always email your questions to. Likewise, Canvas. Don't hesitate to email them and get their responses to things. I also want you to pay attention to the news. There's been so much on the news lately. And one of the discussion questions that I posted has to do with the news and also how people are calling for the president. In fact, people are asking if the president is fit for office, if he has some mental illness, or if there are things about his moral character that journalists should be questioning. What are your thoughts on it? Okay. Again, please feel free to email me some of the other thoughts you think we should be discussing, and I will review them and test their appropriateness for the entire class. Meanwhile, please let me know how things are going, and I will update you if we have any new things or new questions that I want you to pay attention to. Okay, have a lovely day and a nice week, and please stay in touch.